For me, tech is a tool of freedom. In tech, there's no competition, only creation. In tech, you can build your world, scale it up, and inspire others to include tech. I'm Ejiroghene May John, an engineer, educator, and tech enthusiast. Okay, I studied engineering in university, and after exactly 10 years, I ventured into education because at that time, I wasn't getting into the core engineering. I actually worked in a bank for 5 years and I wasn't satisfied with where I was at then. So I decided to move into education because I felt that education would give me more time to advance my career, give me more time to actually go and search to become what I really want to become. So after 10 years, I got into education and I had more time for family and for other things. It was during COVID. Everybody knows what happened in COVID. COVID hit each and every one of us. That was in 2020. So I was already in the education sector and I was also even more uninspired at what was happening and everything. I was at a place where I had I was at a crossroad. I had to know what I would do to move forward with my career. As at that time, I didn't know what to do. It was looking bleak. So I had a mentor that was training us women on how to include digital technology into business, how to earn online, how to work online and all that. And so that was how I got interested in technology. And so I started my channel. I started a YouTube channel, which helped me to get visibility and also helped me to get more direction in where exactly I wanted to. And along the line, I also got accepted into Tech Women Mentorship Program, which is a United States Department of State sponsored program. And as I got there, I got mentored professionally, also culturally, and so many other ways. So as a result of that, I got a better direction, a more clear direction of where I wanted to be as an engineer, as an educator, and a tech enthusiast. The challenges I faced as a woman in STEM is employment. The problem of employment was the major problem that I experienced in STEM as a woman. So while all my classmates, there were guys, because first of all in my class, I was the third girl out of about 40 of us in the class. And most of them had gone along to get jobs in the oil sector, in the engineering sector. They were doing good, but I wasn't having that. And at the time I wasn't having enough mentorship, sufficient mentorship like what we have here today. So those were the major challenges I went through in my engineering journey and my STEM journey. Teach Girls Tech Foundation is an NGO I formed that stemmed from all my initiatives. So it's a summary of everything I do all together. So the first initiative is called Global Opportunities for 21st Century Educators. Now, this initiative has a vision to reach 1 million educators and 3 million learners worldwide and help them to become digitally inclined, help them to learn online, help them to teach online, help them to transform and transfer their skills in such a way that they can benefit and earn just the same way or even better than what they are doing physically. So that was how I started lessonpaddy.com, which is an ed-tech startup. It's a platform, a website where tutors come online and they teach their skill, and where you can find any tutor in both traditional, non-traditional subjects, skills, languages, and so on. So that was how I came up to Teach Girls Tech. Now, Teach Girls Tech is a foundation where we encourage girls, women especially. We also encourage boys and men, but basically we call it Teach Girls Tech because we know that most women need an extra push, need an extra encouragement. Most men are already self-motivated, like self-driven. So we started this foundation so that we could encourage women to go into tech because, like I said earlier, technology is a tool for freedom. If a woman has technology, she can actually be free to build her world, to scale it up, and to inspire others. In tech, there is no competition. In fact, in technology, she's just going to have the opportunity to create what she has in her mind and to bring it to life. The other day, a student of mine told me that she's going ahead to go and do a course in game development. Like, she's going to do it immediately. And I was really inspired because she said it's because of what she has learned from me and because of my mentorship. That was why she's going into STEM fields. And we know that today in Africa, we have 9% inclusion of females in STEM courses. So it's a winning moment. It was a winning moment for me, for her to decide to go into STEM course. So that is the impact I'm making, trying to make girls to understand why STEM is important. STEM courses will actually scale them up and upgrade them. Okay, lessonpaddy.com is a platform that I created. It's an EdTech platform. So teachers today are looking for how to scale up, how to make extra income, because basically most teachers earn far below what is expected. What they earn sometimes cannot pay the bills, cannot take care of their families, take care of them. And instead of them, Lesson Paddy is an opportunity for them to teach what they are good at. If you're good at maths, you're good at English, you might not even be a teacher, but you're good in teaching something. You could teach sewing, you could teach dancing, music, sports, whatever. So you can sign up on Lesson Paddy and get clients to teach and get paid for your skill. So Lesson Paddy is closing the gap, the unemployment gap, and also helping to digitize educators in today's tech-enabled world. Talk about a teacher I met. Her name is Doreen. When she first met me, she was on zero. She was almost like the way I was during COVID. She didn't have any money. She didn't have anything. Though she was teaching, she was earning salary, but she was highly unfulfilled and unproductive. So after my mentorship session with her, which she came on board with me, I encouraged her to start a maths channel. First of all, I asked her, what can you teach? What can you do? Said she teaches mathematics and she would like to have a maths channel. So she started a maths channel, and today she has 60,000 followers. She actually had a very fast growth, and she has also been monetized, and her life is completely transformed. And every day she keeps saying thank you to me for how I changed her life, her family, and everyone around her. Right now, she's actually mentoring other educators to come on board. She has so many clients all over the world. Australia, United States, Singapore, London, all over the world. I just started from one conviction. Okay, it's been a long journey, okay? From when I started Easy Maths Tutor, I got into Nigerian Society of Engineers, and also I got Koren certified. I also joined the Association of Professional Women Engineers. When I joined, I took up the position of publicity secretary for my chapter. And then also I joined the Organization of Women in Science for World Development. So I was also chosen to coordinate the Tech Girls Boot Camp for OWSD Uniport chapter. So through all these leadership positions, I've learned to inculcate tech. Tech makes me stand out. It makes me to achieve more. It makes me my roles and my responsibilities easier to achieve. And also, I also recently was selected to be the Vice President South-South of USGAN. I also, because of some of the achievements and the initiatives I've gone through, I was greatly, will I say, empowered and made visible to be chosen for these positions. And also on the Inspire project, I was selected to be the coordinator for Rivers State. So as a result of this, I was able to make network with the Ministry of Education, the Rivers State government, with so many organizations, private and public government-owned organizations, to discuss digital inclusion, tech inclusion in education today. So I've learned how I've gotten these opportunities as a result of these leadership positions. It's an amazing role because it means I'm entrusted by the United States to represent them in Nigeria and to cover the needs of the South-South. So how am I going to make sure that this position is impactful for the South-South? I am here to help them choose projects that are really reaching and impactful to the South-South. So, as Vice President of South-South, I'm here to represent the President and to make sure that her initiatives, also to make sure that the education and tech initiatives are done the way it's going to be as impactful as we can imagine. For instance, we're going to focus more on educators, because if you empower an educator, you empower at least 200 to 300 students. If you empower a student, it stops at the level of the student. But if you empower an educator, you empower more than hundreds of students. So we're going to do initiatives that will be more geared towards empowering the educator for technology today. It's not easy to balance them. It's actually almost like a roller coaster. So that is where I have to bring in my expertise. I have to planning my projects, managing my projects, making sure that it falls in according to the time schedules, so that there's no clash of responsibilities and roles. My long-term vision for education in Nigeria, I believe that education is actually the solution to the problems of this country. If education is being fixed, this country will progress in a very, very fast way. So I believe in future, some of the policies of education, I can help to influence them towards becoming better than what it is. Nigeria, it has one of the best educational systems. I know that because I'm a tutor and I have the opportunity to tutor students outside this country. And so I know that we are in high demand. Nigerian teachers are in high demand. Well, how can we make them better? How can we make us the best? Is by training the teachers. And the next 10 years, I see us having teachers that are well trained in tech, able to navigate their courses digitally, able to include modern technology in education. About the welfare of teachers. First of all, teachers are actually underpaid. And the truth is that for every profession, there must be a teacher to guide you to become that profession. If you become a lawyer today, you needed a teacher, a lecturer. If you become a doctor, you also needed a teacher. If you become a president, whoever you are, a governor, a legislator, whatever you are, a builder, engineer, you needed a teacher to become that thing. So why are teachers the least paid? I think the welfare of teachers should be looked into. The teachers, government should look into getting accommodation for teachers. So that salary should not be a salary to pay for house rent or pay for the basic necessities. Those things can easily be will I say, settled by the government or by employers if the policies are in place to make life much better for educators. 5 years from now, I see girls and women being empowered because women and girls make 50% of the world population, but yet they are just not, will I say, according to data and statistics, funding for women is less than 30%. So through tech, I believe women can be empowered to create their own, a pathway for them that is more economically empowered. So in 5 years' time, I see women being more empowered economically, which will result in reduction in poverty generally. I am Ejiroghene May John. I am your tech enthusiast, and I will see you in our next video.